My dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah's peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you all. Welcome to a new lesson entitled 5C Grammar plus Pronunciation plus Speak. Today, we have 3 learning objectives, which are to use the models may, might, and could to express possibility appropriately, to identify the silent letters accurately, and to solve 5 riddles expressing possibility correctly. Kindly open your student books, pages 66 and 67, and your workbooks, page 70. Can you please read these 2 words? May, could. What do you know about these 2 words? They are modal verbs. And they are used for excellent polite requests. For example, could I use your phone? May I borrow your pen? Perfect. And also are used for asking for permission. For example, could I open the window? May I come in? Also, could is the past of can, and they are used for ability. For example, I can play tennis well, which means I am able to play tennis well, and this is present. I could play football when I was 5, which means I was able to play football when I was 5, and this is past. Okay, thank you. Let's move to the text and underline all the sentences that have modal verbs. Now, pause the video, go back to the text and underline all the sentences that have modal verbs. Okay, here we have excellent. It may be that man in the painting. What else? Excellent. It might be that bird in the cage. Also we have, we may find more clues in the dark. Do you have more? Yes. Perfect. These numbers could help us unlock the door. Now, let's move to the grammar reference, pages 115 and 116. The verbs may, might, and could are followed by the base form of the verb. For example, we may find more clues in the dark. Find is the base form of the verb. Do you have S here? No. Do you have ing? No. Do you have ed or something like that? No. So we should use the base form of the verb after the modal verbs. Well, also the verbs may, might, and could are the same in all persons, in the singular and plural, which means we use all pronouns here before the modal verbs may, might, and could. I can say I may find, they may find, he may find, we may find. All the pronouns can be used here. Okay? The verbs may, might, and could form questions by inverting the subject with the modal verb. For example, could I use your pen? A polite request in the form of a question. I start with the modal verb, then the subject. Could I use? Okay. The verbs may, might, and could form the negative by adding not after the modal verb. For example, I may not go to school tomorrow. I may not. We might not. So I add not after the modal verb. Okay. We use may, might, and could to express possibility in the present or future. Might expresses slight possibility. For example, we may, might, could go to the art festival next weekend. This is a possibility in the future. Finally, we use may not, might not to express lack of possibility in the present or future. For example, Ahmed may not, might not come to the park. Okay? Is that clear? I hope so. Now, it's time for practice. Can you please read this activity? What do you think you're going to do? Rewrite the sentences using the words in brackets. Well, can you please underline all the expressions that express possibility in these sentences? We have a number one, excellent. Maybe, two, I'm thinking of, perfect. It is possible that, I think, perhaps, and finally, I don't think. Thank you. You don't need these expressions or phrases when you use these modal verbs. By the way, before doing this activity, keep in mind that you will have to change the form of some verbs. For example, I'm thinking of getting a haircut. Use may. I may get a haircut. Here, the verb has ing, but here, after may, it is in the base form. Now, pause the video, do the activity, and then come and check your answers. Number one, excellent. I may make some lemonade. 2. Excellent. I might buy a new backpack. 3. Perfect. You could find the book in the library. 4. Excellent. Kareem might like this t-shirt. 5. Perfect. They may visit us tomorrow. Finally, wonderful. Bill may now help you. Well done, my students. Now, let's move to the workbook, page 70. Can you please read this activity? Pause the video, do the activity, and then come and check your answers. Here you find the correct answers. Okay, thank you. Let's move on. Pronunciation. Here you need to identify the silent letters. Let's listen.
3. Pronunciation. A. Listen and repeat. Which letters are silent? Might.
Okay, which letters are silent? Perfect. G and H. These are the silent letters in this word. Okay, here you need to read these words and underline the silent letters, then listen and check your answers. Pause the video, do the activity, and then come and check your answers. Now, let's listen.
B. Read the words and underline the silent letters. Then listen and check your answers. Lights. Island. Wrist. Half. Listen. Hour. Climb. Could. Answer. Sign.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on. Can you please read this word? Riddle. Riddle. What does riddle mean? A strange and difficult question that has a clever and often funny answer. What about this word? Clue. Clue. What does clue mean? Something that helps you to solve a problem or answer a question. The clue helps you to solve the riddle. Okay? Here you have some riddles that you need to solve using may, might, or could. And here you can find a dialogue between two students. that may help you do and solve the riddles. You can pause the video till you solve the riddles and then come and check your answers. Here are the solutions to these riddles. My students, now we've come to the last stage of our lesson, which is the closure. What have you learned today? Today, we've used the models may, might, and could to express possibility appropriately, identified the silent letters accurately, and we've solved 5 riddles expressing possibility correctly. That's the end of our lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, and good luck for you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.